The Olive Armor has been out for almost an entire week now, and with the DLC, you have a ton of new content from 151 Diglets, you have Max Mushrooms, you even have the Cram-O-Matic, which we're talking about today. And if you don't know what the Cram-O-Matic is, it's actually a device inside the dojo. It's actually in Mustard's room, I guess you could say. It's probably like the bedroom or the living room. But anyways, it's a device that his son made that allows you to add 4 separate items into the device to give you one specific item. But the problem is the Cram-O-Matic is not as straightforward as a lot of people would like to think. There are a ton of different item combinations that you can use with the Cram-O-Matic, and they're not exactly straightforward. There is an algorithm to use the Cram-O-Matic in terms of recipes and things like that, and I'm going to try my best to explain how you would go about getting specific items and all that kind of stuff. But let's go ahead and get right into it. So here's the Cram-O-Matic here in Mustard's room, as well as a little Porygon that I will not pick up because I don't want him to go away. I want him to be there forever. As well as Hyde, which is Mustard's son. If you go up to Hyde, you can actually get a recipe from him for 100 watts. Let's see what I got. If I want TR82, first you'll want to add an EXP candy large, then you'll need a sprig of mild mint, a pair of wise glasses, and a toxic orb. Okay, so he'll tell you exact recipes if you want to get those, but there's a different way about going about getting what you want out of the Cram-O-Matic. So let me go ahead and press on him here. Ask me what I want to do. I can combine items. And like I said, you can combine 4 items, and I'm going to throw up the recipe for everything on the screen, and let me go ahead and read it for you. This is exactly how it works. The items you get are decided based on the designated value of the items that you put in. Each item has got a dominant type and a value, and when combined, the first item type you put in and total value determines the item that you get. So if you want to get, say, a wide lens, you need to put an item that's listed as dark and then put more items in to calculate the points up between 21 and 30. So to get, say, a scope lens, you need to first put in an item with a dark type attribute and then add 3 more items to bring the total value up to 81 to 90. The second, third, and fourth items can be of any type attribute, which is pretty good, so it gives you a little bit more play in terms of what you have to put in for a specific item. Basically, pick the item that you wish to receive. Step 1, select an item matching its type. Step 2, add 3 items to match the value to the intended given item. A full list is below. However, if you speak to Hyde, he will give you a recipe in exchange for 100 watts, which I just told you about. So this is where it gets a little tricky. As you can see here on the right hand side of your screen, I have all the items listed, and it's kind of active on my computer right now, so you can read through it as I'm going through it. The left is obviously the picture, you got the name of the item, and then on the right you have the points required. These are all the items that you can get out of the Cram-O-Matic. So this is where you'll go. This is the list that you want to go to find what you want, and I'll have all this linked down in the description so you can go to Cerebi.net and look through this list yourself. But let's pick something easy. Let's pick the wide lens like they said in the description. So for instance, if you wanted to get the wide lens, as you can see here, let me scroll up so you can see. Okay, so there. So you can see it's under dark type. And then on the wide lens, you need 21 to 30 points. Okay, so mention it's a dark type. Now we're going to scroll all the way down. Give me a second. It's going to take a second. Got to scroll through so much. Okay, so this second part, you can see this little break here. It's talking about the list of items and types and weights. So as you can see here, you have, let me scroll up again. Yeah, so as you can see here, you have the name, the type, and the value. So you'll need to scroll down to the dark type, because remember that wide lens was a dark type. And then you'll need to find the value. So before, I believe it was between 21 and 30. So here we need to find a dark type something that's between, you know, that it's really just a dark type. You don't need necessarily the whole value just yet. So let's find something easy. Let's pick a berry. So I can go into my game here and I can go over to, say, a coalberry, right? Or yeah, so let's just pick one of those. I know I only have one, but whatever. And it says here in the list that it has an item value of 4, but we need between 21 and 30. So now we need to find something that's gonna pick up the rest of the value. The moringa berry itself has got 6, so we can pick that, and that's going to get us up to 10. And now we need at least 11 more points. So now we can go and find something else. Let's see here. We need something that's going to give us a lot more points. Dynamax candy. Okay, so that'll work just fine. Let me go find it, because I know I have a bunch of those somewhere around here. I promise I have them. Let me see. Okay, so here we go. So Dynamax candies are 6 a piece, so between 21 and 30. So if I add 2 of these, that should give us a decent total between 21 and 30, I believe. So this would be 10, 16, 24. So yeah, that's between 21 and 30. So if this is correct, what we're about to get out of the Cram-O-Matic is going to be a wide lens. Okay, so we're going to hit yes. We're going to save. And let's see what we get out of the Cram-O-Matic. Okay, so we got the wide lens. As you can see here, we got the wide lens, which is pretty neat. Again, that didn't take much time at all. Now let's try something that's a little bit more specific. So for instance, if we wanted to get, let's go down to, say, something of a dragon type. Okay, so let's say we want to get TR47 here. Hold on, I'm gonna scroll up so you can see it. Yeah, TR47's at the very top here. It's a dragon type. So we need 1 to 20 points, okay? And it's a dragon type. So we're gonna scroll all the way down to that other list. Trying to do it as fast as I can. Okay, so we need to go down to dragon. Remember, it's between 0 and 20, I believe. So we need to find something like, for instance, a Dynamax candy. So let's go ahead and boot back up the Cram-O-Matic. Let's give them a Dynamax candy. So that's 6 already. So between 0 and 20. And now let's give them something that's worth not a lot. And I already know it's worth not a lot. And that is honey. So we're just going to give them 3 honeys. So if this is correct, we're about to get TR whatever I said before. Hold on, let me scroll back up. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We're about to get a TR, and you're about to know because you're watching the video and you have better memory than me. And process is complete, and we got TR47 Dragon Claw. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. See? It's not that bad. It's not that hard. It took me a good about 5 to 10 minutes to actually figure out what they were talking about with this list. And it's kind of hard to explain because I know there's a lot of stuff to take in with this list. But if you go through and do it exactly how I showed you, just make sure that you're finding the points required and just look through this list to see exactly what you want with the item that you want to get out of the Cram-O-Matic. It shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't take you that long. You just need to make sure that you have a simple understanding on math and how this whole system works. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it and found it helpful, make sure you hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more content just like this. But guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, great night, wherever you are. Until next time, peace out. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you need help with anything Pokemon related, make sure you join my Discord channel. The link will be down in the description below.